BRCA National Aldershot, 1st of September 2019. This is the 13.5 Blinky C final. On pole is Danny Young, then it's Andy White, James Stewart, Dave Cliff, Daniel Murray, Dave Ringstow, Andrew Waters, Tristan Wilby, Jason Butterfield and Matt Butcher. The front two cars, it looks like a greenish one, followed by pink, then a red and white. Here we go, 7 seconds. Danny was a bit slow off the front of the grid, so and then he spun it. That was Andy, got the well away and then spun it at the hairpin. So now coming through, that'll be James Stewart. Car 3 is into the lead. Someone was on the grass. It's just who comes across the line now. They're coming across the line now. We'll tell you who's in the lead. Okay, James Stewart, followed by Danny Young, who's on pole. And then Daniel Murray moved up from 5th place to 3rd. Dave Ringstow's moved up to 4th. Andy White's 5th. And Andrew Waters, Dave Cliff, Tristan Wilby, Matt Butcher, Jason Butterfield. Onto the straight they go. It's very close between James Stewart, Danny Young, Daniel Murray. They're 1, 2, 3. On the infield, coming to the rostrum, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. And then Andy White's recovered from that bad spin round on the start, and he's in 4th. So they're pretty close now, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and it looks like 3rd place Daniel Murray is close to Danny Young, and through the chicane onto the straight goes 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and behind them is now Andrew Waters driving a sort of a light purple car off the sweeper onto the infield, and it's James Stewart is nearly a second ahead into the chicane onto the straight, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5th, and now place the 6th car, Dave Cliff, in the bright yellow car is trying to gain, and the rest have fallen back a bit. So into the chicane they come again. James Stewart in the orange and white car, followed by 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, and then 6th. Dave Cliff trying to catch up, and then the rest of the field. So pretty much a train at the moment at 2 minutes. Onto the straight goes James Stewart and Danny, Daniel, Andy and Andrew. Bit of bumping and boring at the back through the chicane, so the leader's coming through now. James is still holding it. Not very good for the chicane that time to enable Danny Young. And James has gone very high on the sweeper. Danny Young's really closing him down now. She's right on his tail on the infield. And she makes a move. It didn't quite come off. She bounced off the side, but she's retained 2nd. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto the straight, and then 6 of Dave Cliff. And let's see again. So James, slight breather. Danny's got back a bit into the clutches of Daniel Murray now in the yellow car, with Andy in the pink car, Andy White right behind him, and then Andrew Waters and David Cliff still not being able to catch onto the back of that train. Coming up to 3 minutes, and James Stewart's managed to pull ahead just under a second onto the straight. He goes, followed by 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, and that's Andy White, Andy Waters. Andy's gone off onto, I don't know what he hit, but he spun off, so he's out of it now on the straight. So here we come again with James Stewart into the chicane now. He made a bad mistake, and he's just holding on to the lead. He did that before. He's not good to the chicane. And he's got Danny Young, Daniel Murray and Andrew Waters now close behind. And there's very close nose to tail. Onto the straight they go, 1, 2, 3, 4. And Dave Cliff managed to join in because they've been slowing each other down a bit. And there's been an accident on the sweeper. I don't know who spun it out and who came off worse. I know Dave Cliff came off badly, and that means Andy White's got back past him in the pink car. That's enabled James Stewart to get away. He's pulled away 2 seconds now at 4 minutes, with Dave Cliff benefited from that. That wasn't Dave Cliff, the other yellow car who spun off badly, so Dave Cliff moved up into 2nd place. That's him coming to the chicane now, followed closely by Danny Young, Andrew Waters and Andy White. and that's Daniel Morey, the other yellow car, same colour as Dave Cliff, is the one who came off worst in that accident. He's actually dropped back to 6th. Jason Butterfield is in 7th, and Tristan, Dave Ringtail and Matt Butcher. 4.5 minutes, only a half minute to go. James Stewart is 2 minutes ahead of Dave Cliff. I'm pretty sure, unless he makes a mistake. Here he comes through the chicane now, and then it's Dave Cliff followed by Danny Young, and Dave Cliff makes a mistake. He's lucky to get away with it, and right behind him is Andrew Waters, Andy White and Daniel Morey. They're pretty much nose to tail around the sweeper. Any mistake and there'll be another big accident. So James Stewart, with only 10 seconds to go, goes on to probably his last lap. Oh, big mistake by Dave Cliff, and Danny Young might take him on the sweeper. She didn't quite cut it in. They're going to finish when they cross the line, and it's going to be James Stewart who's going to win it, and there's a dive there from Danny Young. She just doesn't quite get it, and there's been a crash on the midfield, and across the line comes Andrew Waters get 4th, Andy White got 5th, Daniel Morey got 6th, Jason Butterfield 7th, Tristan Wilby 8th, Dave Ringtail 9th, Matt Butcher 10th. James Stewart won by 2.32 seconds. Danny Young was right behind him, and Andrew Waters there, you can see at 3.35, and then Andy White, who didn't have a good race, still managed to keep 5th from the others. B final, 13.5 turn Blinky, BRCA National Aldershot, 1st September 2019. On pole is Sam Nichols, followed by Mark Wallace, Alex Brocklebank, Colin Jackson, Sam Law, Gareth Collis, Tom Evers, Michael Bolt, Adam Southgate and Joe Jenny Benicia. The pole car looks like a pink car, second place looks like orange, then white, green, white, so 30 seconds to go.
On finishing time, the starting places, and I get third overall. Yeah, you took a trophy off me. Over the trophies,
10, 9, 8.
I was in the lead at one point. I got one way in the lead. I should be in the lead. I outran whoever was on three. Yeah, I outran you off a lot.
Sam, Mark, Alex got away clean. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he went high, and the third place was lucky to get away with that. Pretty clean behind. No one's crashed into anyone. Oh, there was one spinner at the infield. So down the straight they go. Sam, Mark, Alex. Mark's in the orange car. In front is the sort of multicoloured blue-white car. Right behind, in third place, is the white car of Alex Brocklebank. And Colin Jackson in the greenish and white car. And then another white car of Sam Law. Off the sweeper they go. First, second, third, fourth. And there's a challenge between third and fourth. That's Alex and Colin. Colin trying to make a move. He goes, and he gets through, and he's up to third. From Alex got to fourth. Then it's Sam Law, Tom Evers, Michael Bolt, Joe, Adam, and Gareth. So the leader coming round under the rostrum. They pulled away slightly, first and second place. That's Sam Nichols and Mark Wallace, Mark in the orange car. And then it's Colin Jackson, Alex Brocklebank, Sam Law. They're third, fourth and fifth pretty close together, and then Michael Bolt is a little bit further back in the yellow car. So through the chicane they come, first and second. They're still clear of Colin and Alex, and then the yellow car of Sam. Then there's an orange and blue car following again. That'll be Tom and Michael. Adam, Joe and Gareth are way back. So first and second, very close. He makes a big mistake, so Sam Nichols has spun it off. That means Mark Wallace has taken the lead, and I think Colin Jackson would have got through too. They're coming round now. That'll be Sam in the orange car. He's going to cross the line now. First place. Mark Wallace. Colin Jackson second. Sam has got to third. It's Mark Wallace in the orange car. Crosses the line now, followed by Colin Jackson in the green and white, and then the multicolour blue of Sam Nichols, Alex Brocklebank, Sam Law, Tom Evers, Michael Bolt, Adam Southgate, Gareth Hollis, Joe Jenny Benicia. 2 minutes gone. Again, a big train now coming through. There's the leader, and then it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th and 8th, they're that close. So any mistake by the leader and they will all pile into him. So it's the orange car coming through now. First, second is Colin, then Sam, then Alex and Sam Law, then Tom Evers and Michael Bolt. Pretty much a straight again, a train again. Here they come through the chicane. It's Mark, Colin, Sam, Alex, Sam Law, Tom Evers, Michael Bolt, and Adam Southgate is the last one in that train.
Okay guys, 2 minutes till race 5, that's the A final.
That's the 3 minutes mark, 2 minutes to go. But still the orange car is Mark in the lead, down the straight, round the sweeper. He's got no one on his tail at the moment. They're a bit spread out, but they're all keeping station. The only challenge I see was between 4th and 5th, and then 6th and 7th. That's Alex, Sam, Tom and Michael. No one right on top of them except the one at the back. Michael Bolt's going very well. They're coming up on 2 back markers. Into the chicane comes Mark. Down he goes. Oh, a bit wide there for Colin. He lost some time, but Sam Nichols wasn't close enough to get onto him. So they're a bit spread out now. I can't see a challenge from anyone at the moment. The leader is coming up between 2 struggling at the back and fighting between each other. So down the straight they go, first, second, third, and 4th, 5th, the 2 white cars, 6th and 7th. 6th and 7th, Tom Evers, Michael Bolt, they're the only 2 that are really nose to tail at the moment. They still haven't managed to pass the lead, haven't passed the 2 back markers yet. There's 4 minutes, 1 minute to go, and it's Mark Wallace. It's right on them, the 2 back markers, the blue car and the green car in front. And they're into the chicane, and luckily he's got no one on top of him, so it's Mark, then Colin Jackson, then Sam Nichols, Alex Brocklebaum, Sam Law, Tom Evers, Michael Bolt still not got past him, and Gareth Hollis is way back. Half a minute coming up, into the chicane again. The leaders managed to get past the blue car, which they're lapping. Eventually you'll have to move over and let them through. He's let another one through at the hairpin. So Mark Wallace is coming through. He's still got the green car in front of him, which is being lapped with 20 seconds to go about. Oh, the jumps a bit, are going very wide onto the straight, but he's okay. They will probably get another lap. It'll be their last lap as they come through onto his last lap. Someone will finish. Okay, according to this, they're all going to finish except Mark Wallace, so that means Mark Wallace is going to win it. Colin Jackson's going to get 2nd, Sam Nichols 3rd, Alex Brocklebaum 4th, Sam Law 5th, Tom Evers 6th, Michael Bolt 7th, Gareth Hollis 8th, Adam Southgate 9th, Joe Jenny Benicia pulled out as 10th. So it's a win for Mark Wallace. So they've had 2 races now, 2 races, and they've got 2 combined. I didn't hear the results, but I think Mark Wallace won overall.
Okay then, this is 30.5 Blinky A final. Good luck drivers, give it
13.5 Blinky E final. In 3rd place, Bradley Bolt. Right, 2nd place, Charlie Colby.
Right, folks, wherever you're at for this racing presentation, we're underway.
Which way they're going to face?
Right. 3rd place, Bradley Bolt.
Like a treasure that's actually gone right in the history of
Right,
rugby.
in Blinky, 3rd place, Mick Henry. 2nd place, Wayne Gorey.
Gone home.
Winner of the D final, Mark Young. In the C final, is 3rd place, Andy White. It's the right. Second is Danny Young. Yeah. And winner of the C final is James Stewart. B final. In third place, Sam Law.
Hello.
In second place, Zappy. And winner of the B final, Mark Wallace. Right, on to the A final. In third place, Marcus Astor. Okay, third place, Marcus Astor. Second place,
Shy, leave one on.
Oh God, you're fun shit.
and Blinky A final.
How it is, Danny.
Today,
Get off.
We'll get on to the Blinky Juniors before we move on to mod. So, starting with the under 17s, top junior Adam Southgate. Second place under 17 is Bradley Ball. On to the under 13s in Blinky, winner of that is Jamie Hall. Second place, Charlie Colby.
Yeah, definitely a fellow under 17, isn't it? And Daniel Colby, I know that.
I'm saying. 13.5, second place, Marcus Astor. Good contact. Now it's best place. Yes. Down late. Okay, fourth place.
You mountain them down?
Not here.
Anyone going to see Ollie over
They might as well take it, might they?
Okay, third place, Billy Fletcher.
Well done, Billy.
Second place, 25, Zach Finley.
Bad.
In third place, I'm sure, James Hart. Okay, under 17, fourth place, Bradley Bolt.
Not bad.
Okay, under 17, third place, Daniel Rowley. Tom Pekin.
Melton down.
Okay, first place is Adam Southgate. Okay, and then you've got first place under 13 in the 13.5 is Jamie Hall.